First 15 minutes,
Yeah.
they did take the advantage away from StrawHatz.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we see a lot of lines being drawn all around the map. It's a mid Sand King coming out from StrawHatz. You think Sand King could actually work as a mid solo hero versus Lanai? You think if he goes caustic? Oh, it's a dual lane coming out of StrawHatz.
Dual lane, they're going to take down. They're going to try to take down Lanaya, and I think if we go back and look at Furion, you're going to see him. Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing, Vivek. You were right.
Yeah, so he's doing that, and like I said, it's going to be a Panda and a Crystal Maiden on one lane. There we see the laning. It's going to be a Pudge and a Rubik lane.
That's pretty interesting. I expected Pudge to come mid solo against the Lanaya. His rot would have really worked against Lanaya's refraction.
And we have Lone Druid out there versus Gizmo. Gizmo should pretty much harass the hell out of Lone Druid. Let's see, is Gizmo going? Oh, he's going the Scream build, a little, which lost favor in Dota 2, which used to be the build of the time in Dota 1 or Dota All Stars, but it lost favor in Dota 2.
Yeah, over Shadow Strike, because Shadow Strike is a great early game ganking spell. The slow really works well against these low move speed heroes that other teams normally tend to pick. And Shadow Strike does an insane amount of damage when it's leveled up early.
Some stuns coming out over there. They really don't want Lana to pick up any farm, and meanwhile Pudge and Rubik are chasing out CM. Pudge just a level 1 hook, too short CM manages, and Kleshrak is cutting her across from there. Meanwhile, Furion stuck over here and seeing. I wonder if StrawHatz has seen this. They would just let go of, or they haven't. Some blinks going out. They're running all across the map for CM, and Dinchak or Dinchak or whatever his name is, he's really cornered right now. And he finally gets hooked by Pudge. Rubik throws him into the air, and that's first blood for StrawHatz. Where was CM? What was she doing? Meanwhile, Sand King and Leshrac smoked up. A stun coming out on Lanaya. Oh, it was not smoke. Sorry, Sand King standing there in Envy. Lanaya has a reflection on. She's going to be okay. Lone Druid doing his best to pull the creep wave all the way towards this tower, taking the creeps underneath this tower. Quite easy for him to do. Pulse is being harassed quite a bit at mid, but let's take a look at last hits, shall we? QOP and Panda doing the best of their last hits, true era style, closely followed by Lanaya, and StrawHatz clearly lagging behind as far as last hits go.
Yeah, I think that first blood chase all the way, CM did a great job of luring them away from the lane, which gave Panda a great amount of time to farm, and it's reflecting on the gold difference chart and the XP difference chart, because two of the Dire heroes ended up chasing a Radiant hero all the way back towards their base tower.
Yeah, you're right, and Gizmo jumping in on the Lone Druid, harassing him back. His bear nowhere in sight, probably died somewhere, we don't know. Leshrac doing his best to harass Pulse, and Panda jumping onto Rubik. There's not much Pudge can do over here actually. He just changes targets, gets caught up by Crystal Maiden, and now he's almost going to die. He could have hooked out Crystal Maiden over there. Pudge ends up dying. He waited too long. Meanwhile, Furion comes in. He could have got Rubik. He chooses not to sprout, just eats a tree and goes back. Meanwhile, things seem to be going ATE's way from the word go over here.
Yeah, I think so. I think even though the kill difference is 0 and there's the 1-1, I think ATE do have the advantage in terms of experience and gold. The last hitting is great as Rubik telekinesis on Panda. Pudge with the hook into the sprout. Panda may go down here, but Pudge goes down quickly. Rubik goes down too. CM gets the kill there, and a failed attempt of a kill there on.
Yeah, and Pudge is starting to fail for them. I mean, you need your Pudge to work ideally as much as possible from the word go, and you need him to get levels. These deaths are not good for him. He does have his Tranquil boots. Well, possibly odd ISO boots in my opinion for a Pudge, but hey, we'll wait and watch. Then Stefan and Panda and Crystal Maiden grouping up. They're trying to push top. You know, if Furion managed to make that TP a bit better, they could have pushed for the lane. Anyway, he chooses to go back to his favorite spot. And let me just be honest with you, this is not the best way to work it out in the jungle as a Furion. I don't think it translates into the best money.
Probably not, but I think Stefan knows what he's doing. He's going to TP out most of the time. He's going to be TPing to top lane, looking for the kills on Rubik and Pudge, like they did already. They counter ganked beautifully there the last battle, and got both heroes top lane. Huge XP difference now.
Yeah, Panda is almost level 6 while Pudge just hit level 4 over here, and Furion also, he's leveled up more than the, and Impale goes off on Lanaya, nothing much, just a bit of Harris here and there. Yeah, so Furion is leveled up better than the Pudge, and he's almost leveled up as much as SK. He's the toe-to-toe.
Yeah, he did, and you did see StrawHatz doing really well with Pudge early on, but that was a team that didn't know really what to do against Pudge. And you're going to see Pudge going for a hook and he misses.
Frenzy really trying his best, but he's trying to make something happen. Meanwhile, Rubik comes in from behind. They want the Panda. Sand King comes running in on Haste. Maybe a bit of confusion there. He goes on to CM. CM will die any which way in the process, I guess. That Haste rune, SK should get it. And he starts up Diabolic. He does have an Impale up his sleeve. Can he do it? He has an Impale, but his team is too far out. Pudge has no mana on him. He's just going to rot away. And the clap is hurting them. The clap is hurting them. Meanwhile, Lone Druid manages to pick off Queen of Pain? What? Huh? Okay. So a lot of things happen. I just saw something happen at the other end of the map. I wanted to check it out.
Pudge in the meantime committed suicide to stay away from that Lanaya, who was coming in with a double damage rune to kill him off. And that was a really smart move because Lanaya's denied the experience and the gold, which would have been really important to us so early in the game. 5-5 is the score now. And Panda TP's back to top lane.
And as far as individual, team work goes in ganks and team fights, let me just say that StrawHatz are pretty much there with AtE as far as what they do in ganks goes. Although, let's just take a look over here.
I just want to put in that, except that last battle they've been really good in team fights and they had no focus in the last battle with Sand King going after CM while the rest of the heroes were going after Panda. And a little bit of focus there on the Panda would have got them both kills most likely.
Yeah, well, he probably thought that let me pick off CM, you guys pick off Panda. He could have managed to impale both. Yeah. And his team could have got both, but yeah. Anyways, AtE trying to push with their own oddball push heroes. Sand King TPs in, he has got an Impale, he impales 2 this time. Leshrac follows up with a stun on Panda. Panda gets hooked over there by Pudge, he splits, he is level 6. Now the Panda turns back onto Pudge, a lot of action going on there. Sand King sandstorms immediately, he turns his attention on Rubik, he throws up Leshrac in the air, good decent microing over there. And Leshrac should die. Crystal Maiden comes in from behind, hits a frostbite on Rubik. Furion TPs and Panda dies to a Fate Bolt. Rubik gets the kill and Crystal Maiden is really low. Does Pudge have an angle? And an Impale comes, he impales too. He picks off CM. Pudge comes in with Rot and Pudge is running in after Lanaya. And QOP comes and gives a massive ulti, but that doesn't end up picking up anyone. Pudge manages one last hook before he dies and Sand King is all alone over there. And in the end, Sand King drives to nature's prophet. Was that his ulti? And a scream? That's what I'm guessing?
Yeah, I think it was. As Era continued to pound this tower and they're going to take it down pretty easy. Probably leaving the last hit for Pulse, or Stephen takes the last hit. I don't think that's going to hurt him too much. Pulse meanwhile has a great farm. He's got great experience advantage over the Dire. While if you look at the last hits and denies now. QOP leading the way, even though she teleported out of her lane and came to top lane to get that gank on those 4 heroes here, while Silabek continued to farm, but his early game farm was thwarted by the Radiant, and sadly he hasn't been able to catch up with Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain meanwhile in mid lane uses the Scream of Pain on Leshrac and Sand King. She's got the Shadow Strike on Leshrac. Leshrac may go down here, but no, Queen of Pain decides to back off. Pudge comes in looking for the hook, but he has to back off. There's an Observer Ward for AtE on the Dire side slope, and I think that might prove to be the advantage.
You know, I like this Pudge pick. Oh, and Furion TPs in from behind. He jumps onto Rubik. Pudge comes in. He hooks in Gizmo. Gizmo dies because of Pudge's rod. Rubik running for his last life. Sand King comes in with an epi, and they wanted that kill. That was good play out of there for StrawHatz. That is exactly what Pudge needed. He needed that gold. He has the gold. He has got his level 6. He needs his level 7. He's chosen to max Rot over hook.
That's pretty surprising.
I have never seen that.
Maybe that was a misclick, and Pudge does pause the game. It could have been lag. We have had technical issues before in this tournament, and you never know. Maybe it was lag, maybe it wasn't, but we'll find out soon enough. Maybe those tranquil boots is why he maxed out Rot.
Yeah. So there are a lot of things going on in the game, and we can't break down every bit of information to you. That's why we here at AFK Gaming are the official analysis partner of ICGC 2012. You can check us out at www.afkgaming.com/forum. We will have some analysis up for you. You can check it out on a YouTube channel, which is AFK Gaming Esports, youtube.com/AFK Gaming Esports, and we will be trying very badly to have a live analysis session at the end of the finals. Let's hope to see you there. Don't be in your room drinking away, please be there.
The end of the finals brought to you by Alienware, of course.
Yes, Alienware. Meanwhile, Sand King being caught out of position, they drop a sentry, they don't let him run away with Sandstorm, and this is it. Meanwhile, Lanaya is not done, she's turning her attention onto Pudge, but Pudge is too far out of the way. Is Lanaya choosing to go a blink? Well, she don't know at the moment. Pudge throws a hook, Pulse just messing around with him, and that's Pulse of hell and heaven for you guys. Yeah.
You usually see Sand Kings getting away with Sandstorm and avoiding kills, but like we saw last game, AtE are really experienced at taking on invisible heroes, and they always have sentry wards early in the game.
Yeah, they don't let kills go because they don't have a sentry, and it's one CM who's carrying this little burden on her little shoulders, and she's doing really well. And Pudge comes in, gets the hook, impale, and he dies. And this is how the Pudge works. It works with the Rubik. And Rubik picks up Crystal Maiden once again, throws her back in. He picks up CM's kill. What has he picked up? He's picked up a Frostbite. We see Gizmo coming in. Gizmo ulties. Impale from Sand King. Gizmo screams. He picks up Leshrac in that. A dash gets kicked off for Sand King. Sand King dies to a crit by Templar. Templar Assassin is not done, but Cluster throws her up into the air, lands a stun, and Pulse is running in. I think with the blink and the slow trap, that's more than enough. Gizmo gets a double kill. 12 to 10. This is the first battle that StrawHatz hasn't tied on, and this is the first battle, one of the first battles that they're clearly losing, and gosh, it's one heck of a game.
Yeah, it is one heck of a game, as Insane picks up a kill at bottom lane on Lone Druid. That's going to be a really huge kill for the current scenario in the game, because Lone Druid had a free farm while Insane was a little behind on the farm in comparison to Lone Druid, and Insane is almost near his blink dagger now. He's going to get that early blink, and he's going to initiate every battle from now on, and not going to let Pudge hook in a hero.
Yeah, small correction, that was Lone Druid's gold. He was near his radiance, but Insane has got 810 gold. He's got his drums. He can go whichever way he wants. Pulse is close to his blink, and a big gang train comes on Brewmaster. Brewmaster destroys the tower, but an Impale and a Leshrac Diabolic picks him up. There's enough burst damage there to pick off Panda. Panda a bit out of position, maybe not expected from Error to die like that, but he was going for the tower.
Yeah, he was going for the tower, and he did get the last hit on the tower. They didn't manage to get the deny, as they will try their own push on bottom lane here. First tier tower going down for the Dire, and they will try to counter. No, they won't. They seem like they're backing off. They smoke up, and looks like they're going to go for a gank at mid.
Well, they did spot the CM. They do have vision there. They blinked at the CM, but they're moving towards mid, and surprisingly, StrawHatz, with all their pushing power in the form of Leshrac and Lone Druid, they haven't taken enough towers. They want Pulse, is what I'm guessing.
Pulse seems like he knows that they're coming.
Yeah, Pulse gets lifted up in the air. Leshrac waiting. What?
Everything misses there. Every single spell missed, except Rubik's telekinesis.
And now they turn back, and Panda walks into the battle with his face boots. A little hesitation over there. Pulse is not sure if he should go on, or Rubik, who has refraction himself. Meanwhile, top lane getting pushed out of its way by Stefan. Stefan is gone for a mech. He's gone for a more supportish. Furion, Sand King comes in with an Impale. Leshrac follows up with a stunner. Does stop from QOP as she got her ultimate, and she does pop her ulti. Meanwhile, Furion dies. QOP turns her attention on Sand King. Can she get Sand King and get out of the battle? Sand King turns around, one Impale, a stun over there, and Gizmo is gone.
A little suicidal there from Gizmo, but he did manage to take down the Sand King as Panda comes in from behind and takes down the Rubik.
And there's a little dance going on over there. They don't know what to do. Bear catches up on Panda. Come on, where are you, Leshrac? Leshrac too low HP. One nice big smack of crit on Leshrac, and he's gone. And Lone Druid is steeping out for his own life. Of course, Furion came back into the battle once he respawned.
This is a really action-packed game again. AtE and StrawHatz are forming an amazing rivalry here. I think this could be, as far as we hear from our correspondent in the game room, there is a lot of shouting going on, there is a lot of rivalry, there is a lot of abuse, sledging, there's a lot of standing up and yelling, and AtE pick up another tower, and if you choose to believe it, then Pulsofel has been losing his cool through the last game as Frenzy missed another hook.
Damn it, I wish I could see Pulse lose his cool, man. The same guy who says Ferrari. We are not seeing this, yeah. I want to see that. Anyways, Pulsofel bringing all the wrath of fury of hell on everybody over there. We guys up here sitting quietly.
Yeah, well,
and Pulse is not done. He wants more. He's there with his Lanai. He's probably bought something big because he's only there 300 gold. Let's see what's there on the courier. He's going directly towards his Desolator. He's picked up 2 Mithril Hammers. And StrawHatz, they initiate with an Impale on Panda. Panda gets lifted into the X. CM pops up her ulti. Oh, he takes up Split, but the Split didn't. I mean, he took a clap. The clap didn't connect on the Panda. Panda ultied and Pudge hooked back Rubik, saving him from the Panda ulti. That might be a colossal waste of the Panda ulti. Meanwhile, Furion TP is nowhere in the picture. Traps up Furion. He was hoping for Rubik, I guess. Templar picks up Leshrac in the meanwhile, and Templar is now, well, turning her attention on no one. And Pudge cancelling his hook again and again, waiting for the right opportunity. I mean, let's just say that this Pudge doesn't work by himself. I mean, he isn't that, well, greatly talented, and there's a big push going on out there in mid lane. I don't know if Rubik is going to get picked up to this. Oh, he had Panda Split. He was baiting it maybe all along. He jumps in. He doesn't know who to go on. I hope he can micro it well enough. Come on, micro the blue Panda. Make it invisible and Cyclone. Can you do that? Go. Oh, he throws in a boulder stun. And that's it. CM dies there. Some nice play by Rubik over there. Could have kept it for later, but well, he was just waiting out CM over there. Meanwhile, Pudge has Lanaya, but Pudge dies. The fresh meat wasn't enough. And oh my god, so much going on. And Sand King impales out of there, and he's blinking for the Lanaya trap. Pulsar were not paying attention because there's a big battle going on over there. They turn their attention on QOP. QOP runs away out of Leshrac and Rubik. Meanwhile, the bear is trapped up by Furion, but Furion out of position. Sand King comes in.
Goes down, and
Furion dies. Yes.
Wow, wow, that was amazing. All of these battles happened around maybe 500 range away from each other, which is amazing because you normally expect all the heroes to come gather around next to each other and fight in probably a 4-on-4 or 5-on-5 battle. Maybe not so early in the game, but you do expect to see them come together, and you don't expect to see split battles happening throughout the game, and that's what's been happening throughout. Right from the beginning of the game, you've seen battles happening right around each other.
You're missing the sledging, Babu. Did you see it? And both of them are talking to each other in their accent, and they're killing each other over there.
Oh well, if you do want to catch all the sledging, you can of course on AFK Gaming Esports on the YouTube channel. We will have exclusive coverage for you.
No, we will not do analysis of the sledging.
No, we will not, yeah.
Anyways, Sand King running away from there, and he hooks up Panda, but Rubik cancels the hook. He steals something from him. Panda hasn't got a split. I don't know if that is what Rubik wanted to do. They would have got Panda if he didn't do that. Did you say that in the middle of a hook he telekinesis
and he stopped the hook?
And meanwhile, Pulse is out of position. He hasn't got his complete SO yet. Frenzy just baiting Lanaya by cancelling once more, and he hooks him now, and he's got his dismember. He's caught him. He dies, and they wanted Pulse, and I'm sure Pulse has lost his cool.
That's a huge kill. That's a huge kill for StrawHatz. They really need to get Pulsofel there.
And you know what? I think this actually works on AtE. You get them all emotional about the game, they lose their focus. Maybe that's what they're doing. Meanwhile, Insane is out here, and when we one stray hook or stun, I don't see that happening though, but he could die.
He does have a split though. He is going to split now, and Pudge is going to go down, I'm pretty sure. Meanwhile, CM changes the focus to Leshrac, and they're going to get both thanks to CM's presence of mind there.
I wonder if what Panda did was the best thing right now, but he's smart enough to cancel his own Cyclone with his own Panda, and they pick up the kill. Some nice play right there. Good play there by Panda.
Yeah, great play by Insane, and great play by Dinchak. Is it?
Yeah. They are Dinchak.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Did you know who Dinchak was before?
Nope.
Okay. I mean, I haven't heard of them earlier, so. Meanwhile, they go on Rubik. Rubik splits himself. He turns his attention towards Panda, and Panda is really low HP. Is Panda going to die to Panda? Is that going to happen? Please control your fire, Panda. Anyway, the split damage hits. He can send his blue Panda, and we let him in WC and D, and one crit from the blue Panda, and he would have got him. That would have been a moment. Meanwhile, Lone Druid picks up CM somewhere, and Oh, they jump back on Rubik. Akasha and Lanaya use their full mobility. One nice big crit once again. And an impale on Pulse, and Pulse has lost her. Oh, everything goes out on Pulse! I'm sure there's a lot of rage going on out there. They're pushing him away and away from his Desolator. I mean, sorry, he's already got his Desolator recipe gold. And a lot of hate for Pulse.
Man, yeah, definitely a lot of hate for Pulse there. I think he destroyed them last game and they want revenge. They're definitely focusing a lot of their spells on Pulse, which is allowing Gizmo to go free unnoticed. He's blinking in and blinking out and not really getting killed. Not really enough focus going down on Gizmo, and you're going to see him going really strong in the late game.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting what happens. Gizmo has got a scepter. Okay, that's a bit too close for comfort. Yeah. Anyways, Pudge loves doing this again and again. He just wants to hook his own teammate sometimes. Yeah, Akasha has been farming very well. She's got a 20-minute scepter and she's picked up an arcane boot, which you don't see much on QOPs. Furion is building towards his X. I'm not going to guess see it coming anywhere before 30 minutes. But it's an Hex nonetheless, and that Hex is really going to be hard to handle. Panda going for a Necro build. I've seen only one team do this in Dota 1.
That's very, very interesting. I think Panda with Necrobooks is really, really strong. With 5 units to control, you're going to have to give the other team a lot of trouble with those Necrobooks and Mana Burn coming through, then Mana Break coming through, with the Cyclone, the Boulder Disable, the Immolation. Panda's going to be really hard to stop now.
Yeah, I'm waiting to watch these Necrobooks in action. He's got level 2 Necrobooks as of now. He's not choosing to go for positioning or anything like that. He's got drums, books and a phase boot. Well, Team TA, I've seen them go that build on their Panda in Dota 1 long back. And Pudge tries a hook, he misses Crystal Maiden, and now they turn back on Pudge. Sand King comes there, he impales 2, Leshrac follows up with a stun, Pudge hiding in the corner, he throws an urn on CM. CM just ulting uncontested, a QOP ulti comes in, Leshrac dies to the QOP ulti and Scream, Furion ulti bounces around, and Panda comes into the battle, Furion hooks no one, Pudge hooks no one, sorry, Pudge dies in the corner, Rubik dying all alone over there. StrawHatz are losing it. I hope they haven't lost hope yet because well, this isn't anybody's game, but the fight that they gave in the last game till the very end has been really beautiful.
Yeah, I think definitely StrawHatz have put up a strong fight against AtE. The Lone Druid now, there's a little bit of lag here, we expect a pause. Yeah, there comes a pause. You expect this lag issue to be clear within a few minutes, maybe less. The Lone Druid unfortunately not having enough effect in this game. AtE have realized that the only thing that can really take them down late game is the Lone Druid, and they've made sure that they push early, something that StrawHatz should have done last game. They should have pushed early like AtE are pushing now.
They could have pushed this game as well, but
unfortunately AtE just seem to be the more well coordinated, more experienced team around.
No, well, I think that StrawHatz lost focus after the first game. I mean, they were already very tired, and they went for battles which they wouldn't have gone normally, because I've seen them and they're much more disciplined than this in my opinion, and they picked battles which they wouldn't have otherwise normally picked, and they ended up losing them, and AtE ended up taking out towers, and then Epi comes in, but not enough range over there.
Pulsar does go down.
Pulsar did go down, so does Furion, but yeah, again, this is a bit bad from AtE. I'm sure they do individually. I mean, they have played much better than this as a team, not dying so out of position. What is Gizmo doing? I mean, he yeah, every QOP likes to do that. And Rubik comes in, steals Blink, Scream, it was Blink I guess, goes in after QOP. See, this is a battle that StrawHatz wouldn't have gone for normally, but they're going for this. Meanwhile, Bear goes on CM, CM dies to Bear. QOP just ultied over there, and that's why you go Scepter. QOP really low on mana. Can Pudge hook? Can he hook? Hook! He gets the hook! He's getting... Oh, and he gets off QOP. Nice play there by Pudge. Panda comes in from behind. He's removed his Necrobooks. And he's running away on his face. Well, he popped his Django for that.
And that was an awesome play from StrawHatz again.
Meanwhile, I don't know if that was a buyback. Gizmo comes in, takes off Furion, takes off Pudge, and he takes off Sand King as well. And now, my god. And now you're going to see a push now. They're going to push down the mid tower. That means they'll have 2 base towers down and easy racks as well. I mean, this Sand King last game, he did farm really well. He could have had a blink by this time, but they picked battles which they wouldn't have otherwise normally picked. And
yeah, I think you're right. They wouldn't have fought these battles last game.
And they're tired. They're really tired because I mean, well, whatever, I'm not going into that. Meanwhile, Sand King comes in with an Impale. Lanaya being beaten down by the Radiance. The Radiance really eating up her refraction. She has no escape mechanism. One Fade Bolt over there and Pulse is out. Pulse does a rage buyback. The Bear is on Furion. Sand King comes in with an Impale. The Bear should die. Panda turns on to Leshrac. Leshrac pops his ulti. Panda splits a QOP ulti over there. QOP just ultis and blinks out of there. Leshrac is running in after QOP. Sand King too as well. Sand King has his Impale. He impales, but nobody's doing damage over there. Panda focuses on Leshrac. QOP gets out of there, but Leshrac dies to the Brewmaster. Meanwhile, Brewmaster should undo himself over there from his ulti. Backup comes in the form of Pulse and Ninchak. Ninchak pops his ulti over there. SK dies. Distant Rubik Fate Bolt does nothing much in the battle. Hook that catches a Necro minion. Meanwhile, Pusher with his Radiance, his Bear attacking somebody else, he attacking someone else. Rubik splits, he steals his ulti, he goes on to Pulse.
Pusher does get the kill on CM as Rubik's Panda is chasing Lanaya, and I think they're going to get the kill here with the
and
Radiance.
That's beautiful. He's going to die in the Radiance. Pulse pops some refraction. He goes on his Facebook, he runs away, but he's got his stun. And the Bear Radiance is there, and there's nothing you can do. And
that was beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful from StrawHatz.
And QB comes out, hits a ulti, takes off his wicked 6 string, and he stolen Scream. He was hoping he would get an ulti. Cluster really out of position. And a TP comes in the form of Leshrac. Leshrac stuns QB, picks up Rubik, but there's nothing you can do to Gizmo. Gizmo's going to run away.
And that was a really quick series of buybacks there from everyone on the dial, on the Radiant side.
Did Gizmo just come to pick up the gem, or did he buy a gem and come? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, Gizmo's got his perseverance. I don't know what he's building towards. He hasn't bought anything as of yet. Could be a Bloodstone. I don't know.
Looking at this game at the stage that it's poised at now, I think the Dire side, StrawHatz, only game they got dominated. They gave AtE the advantage. There was no Roshan battle. There might be one now. But what they're doing now with the Lone Druid is they're sending the Bear in. They're getting a lot of damage in early before the battle starts. And once AtE initiate, they're taking advantage of the fact that AtE are finding themselves out of position a little.
Yeah, AtE as well. I mean, that's it. They become emotional and they're losing the objectivity and discipline that they normally play with, and it's showing in their game. As far as I remember, in their era days, they wouldn't pick battles like this.
Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not. They were always very perfect. I mean, I think perfection is something that they always strive to get. Without conceding a lot of kills, they would have a huge advantage in terms of kills by the end of the game.
Correct.
It would never be so close, not against a team like StrawHatz at least.
Correct. Yeah. So, well, one is that StrawHatz is a good team, and but Error aren't playing with the discipline that they used to play. Maybe puberty catching up with Pulse is showing in the game. Yes, Pulse used to be 12, 11.
So we all used to be 12, 11 at some point.
Yeah, we all used to be 12 and 11, and puberty caught up with all of us, and we, well, sprayed the walls in interesting colors, but during Holi, you didn't play Holi, man. Anyway, Sand King gets his blink, and let's hope he pulls off some good epicenters over there.
The Dire side has smoked up now.
Yeah, but wasn't Furion's creep there? Didn't they just smoke up next to Furion's creep? What the hell? What was that? What the hell did they do? Anyway, Furion himself didn't know. Sand King blinks in and he impales on a CM. Okay, they know that they can get out of Furion. He's trying to hold up CM over there. Meanwhile, a TP comes in mid. CM is running away. Gizmo is there. We're waiting out for one of his ultis. He's positioning himself correctly. Panda comes in with a Necro minion. He turns his attention on Leshrac. Gizmo is going to blink in and he's going to ulti. So no, he doesn't ulti. He waits. And there comes his ulti. Furion TP's in. A big team wipe happening. Punch does get the Crystal Maiden over there. And Rubik steals the ulti and he ultis again. Nice play over there by Rubik, but that's not enough. Punch running for his little life. He hasn't got a hood. He hasn't got anything. Panda and Lanaya as well is alive, and Punch is going to... Oh my god, he's picking up Stefan over there. He picked up Nature's Prophet and he almost picked up Gizmo. Pulse came just in time. StrawHatz, they seem to be losing in the start, and at the very end of battles, from nowhere they managed to come back.
Yeah, I think
there's only a lone druid alive, and I don't know how he's going to defend
some
this.
Great skill shown by the StrawHatz players individually. in this game, unfortunately, they're lacking on a little bit of coordination.
Buybacks, big buybacks happening. Rubik and Pudge have just bought back, lift being popped. StrawHatz want to take this to a game 3. They're not going to give this away. Rubik comes in, he steals something from Insane, he lifts Insane in the air. Can Pudge get the hook? He's blocking Pudge himself, but he splits, a stun by Leshrac, but he's already split, that's too late. Frenzy's just walking through all that nonsense. He tries for Gizmo, he doesn't get Gizmo. He turns back in, Leshrac is up in the air, and Panda doesn't know who to focus. Panda's running for his own life. Gizmo has earned on him. Pulse comes and chews up Pudge in no time. Sand King comes in and impales Gizmo. Gizmo dies. Pulse in really low HP. He's taking
Pulse
goes down. He has the ages. Insane running for his life. My God. And the Furion ulti hits, and he just ends up dying to a Necro minion and the Furion ulti. Leshrac coming in. They fought really hard, but the Hex is there as well. But the bear is killing off Furion almost. He almost picked up Furion.
And the Lone Druid buys back into the game. This isn't over yet. This is definitely not over.
They are not losing this game. My God, they're screaming at each other over there. I wish I was there, man. It must be crazy. It must be one hell of a game. They've lost their mid tracks. They aren't done yet. StrawHatz still are going to take this on. They're not giving up as of now.
I don't think they're going to give up until the throne is down. I really don't think they're going to give up.
But AtE aren't waiting. They've taken up the bot tower as well. Rubik picks up the Panda. OP ultis over there, CM ultis as well, and a few crits from Pulse and Bushel trying to TP over there, but Furion has an Hex. Gizmo's not done, he's going to go after Leshrac. Yes, every KOP likes to do this. Goes in after Leshrac, jumps beyond everything. They finally call GG and they give my voice a break.
Yeah, the GG is called.
Whew, what a game. Anyway, so GG is being called over there. What's going on right now is some post-GG trolling for you folks if you like that kind of stuff. Let's hope we see some nice fountain diving if that's what you wait for. Let's hope we get to see a Divine Rapier when it doesn't really matter. A 31-minute GG. But a really...
Kill score, 45-34.
45-34, man. Yeah, I really want to ask Error what happened, why, what happened. Anyway, SK hasn't done. If we can just keep the camera on all of this. Meanwhile, we are here at ICGC Goa 2012. This tournament has been brought to you by Alienware. Thank you so much to all our sponsors, Alienware, Microsoft, as well as LordNod, on whose beautiful stream
we're able to cast these games here.
Yes, thanks to LordNod, we're able to cast these games. Twitch.tv/LordNod. You can check him out. And we
can catch all of the in-game analysis, post-game analysis, pre-game interviews on afkgaming.com/forum. You can also check out the YouTube page at AFK Gaming Esports. You also, if you would like to get a little bit of the insight into the sledging that happened, you could log into the YouTube channel.
Yeah, you can contact Babo. Yeah, so I mean, they aren't done. They don't seem to be done. I don't know, they call GG. Are they done? Is someone going to disconnect or what?
Like I said, I don't think StrawHatz is going to give up until the throne is down. They're going to keep going.
Yeah, this is the awkward moment for the caster where we don't know what to do because somebody typed GG and people are just roaming around. What? He's got his Shadow Blade. So CM goes with the Shadow Blade. Panda gets thrown up into the air. They don't want to give me a break. They want to keep going. They want me to lose my throat. Panda comes in. Sand King Epi completely dodged by Panda there. Sand King goes into Sandstorm. He's taking a bit of immolation damage. The bear is let loose on Pulse. Queen of Pain just picks up Sand King and the Sandstorm over there. Meanwhile, then Chuck comes. He catches the bear in his frostbite. He's taking a bit of damage. Leshrac just backing out over there. The bear being focused by everyone. It's like 5 people just hitting bear and nobody contesting that. Pulse meanwhile gets soaked, almost dies. Yes, Rubik picks him up. I've never seen Pulse die like this. Yeah, Pulse to me has always been a player with great discipline who will not die like that.
Yeah, he won't give away his kills so easily, and he has done that so often today. But he did have buyback gold, or does he? Yeah, he's come back into the game and he killed off Frenzy.
He just made BOT, came back and he picked up kills. Yeah, face boots and a BOT. And it's finally GG, well played.
And
thank you folks.
The team wipe, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.